Who's spending your time? And do you have enough self-respect to take it back? In life, there are many things you can lose and still recover. Money, possessions, even relationships. But there is one thing that once lost can never be regained: your time. Have you ever asked yourself, who am I spending my 24 hours on? What am I spending them for? And is any of it truly worth it? If you find yourself trapped in a cycle of constant busyness without understanding why you're always overwhelmed, it's time to pause. Take a hard, honest look at your day. The truth may be that you're not living your own life. You're living someone else's schedule. You react to everyone's expectations. You chase after urgencies that are meaningless. And worst of all, you sacrifice hour after hour of your limited life for things that bring you no closer to who you want to become. Even more troubling, many people take pride in this kind of chaotic busyness. They think that exhaustion equals dedication, but it doesn't. It only reveals a lack of control, a lack of clarity, and a lack of self-respect for the time we've been given. Think about it. If someone asked to borrow a large sum of your money, you'd take time to consider carefully. But when someone asks for 2 hours of your life to talk about nothing, or expects you to do their work, or you lose 3 hours mindlessly scrolling on your phone, you give it away freely, without hesitation. Why do we protect our money more than we protect our time, when money can be earned again, but time is forever gone? A person with true self-respect knows how to say, "No, I won't allow anyone to spend my time recklessly. No one gets to decide my priorities for me. No email, no request, no pressure has the right to interrupt what truly matters to my life." Self-respect begins when you treat each minute of your life as sacred. It starts with the courage to ask, will what I'm doing today take me closer to where I want to be 5 years from now? If the answer is no, you must let it go. Because to live without priorities is to walk blindly with no map, no direction, and no purpose. You do not get to live twice. This is it. Your one life, your one clock, your one chance. And if you don't have the strength to protect it, others will use it for their own benefit, with requests, distractions, favors, and endless noise. Your time is your dignity. Anyone who disrespects your time is disrespecting you. But worse still is when you do it to yourself. So take back your power. Live each day with the discipline of someone who honors their future, their family, their vision. Don't trade the precious for the urgent. Don't confuse being busy with being important. And if this message awakens something in you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Because sometimes one reminder, one idea, is all it takes to change not just your day, but the entire direction of your life. You're not lazy. You just haven't learned to embrace time with gentleness. Many people blame themselves for not doing enough in a day, for feeling slow, unfocused, or prone to procrastination. They look at others with admiration. How do they get so much done? Why do they always seem full of energy? Then, quietly, they return to their own lives. Lives filled with tangled schedules and fleeting hours, leaving behind little clarity or direction. But the truth is, you are not lazy, and you are not inadequate, no matter what you tell yourself. Maybe you simply haven't yet learned to pause and look at your time with kindness, with softness, and with love. We grow up in a world that constantly calls for hustle, productivity, and no rest. Slowly, we forget that time isn't just meant for working. It's meant for living, feeling, healing, and growing in ways that truly matter. Time management is not about stuffing every hour with more work. It's not about becoming a machine. It's about honoring each moment you're given and using it to live in alignment with your deepest values. Imagine waking up each morning not with anxiety or exhaustion, but by taking a few quiet minutes to breathe, to center yourself, and to write down just 3 things you truly want to do that day. Not many, but meaningful. Imagine allowing yourself to say no to that draining phone call and instead giving yourself 30 minutes with a book you love. Imagine letting your day unfold slowly but deeply, doing fewer things, but doing each with presence and care. A person who manages time well isn't someone who does everything. They're someone who knows what truly matters and has the courage to let go of what doesn't, without guilt. Maybe you're caring for your parents, juggling work and studies, managing financial stress, or simply trying to heal from silent wounds no one else sees. If that's you, Then know this: you don't have to be like anyone else. Your time belongs to you, and your rhythm is your own. Learn to listen to it with tenderness. And if someday you feel like you've done nothing big, pause and ask yourself, did I have a warm conversation with someone I love today? Did I give myself a moment of real rest? Did I take one small step closer to something that truly matters to me? If the answer is yes, even just once, then you are moving forward. Because time management doesn't begin with a crowded schedule. It begins with a heart that knows how it wants to live. Be gentle with yourself. Be present with your hours, not to prove anything to anyone, but to nurture the dreams that live quietly inside you with the deepest kindness. Everyone has a time jar. The question is, what are you pouring into yours each day? Imagine that your time each day is like a transparent jar. 24 hours. A time jar everyone possesses equally, no more, no less. But what makes a difference isn't the size or shape of the jar. It's what you choose to pour into it every single day. Some people fill their time jar with presence. They spend time learning, nurturing meaningful relationships, caring for their physical and mental well-being, and truly resting. Each drop of their time is intentional, like seeds planted in the soil of their life. Others, however, fill their jar with hurried tasks, mindless scrolling, obligations performed without meaning, avoidance disguised as busyness, and the quiet regret that comes at the end of the day, when they realize they've done many things, but lived very little. Have you ever looked back at your day and felt like it simply slipped away, like a shadow? Not because you did nothing, but because you didn't truly live in alignment with what matters most to you. We can't extend time, but we can choose what we pour into our 24-hour jar, and that choice requires a deep honesty with ourselves. The honesty to admit that some things we do are just habits, no longer meaningful. The honesty to pause and ask, is this path I'm on really worth my energy? The honesty to recognize that sometimes we stay busy just to avoid the silence within. Planning tools, to-do lists, goal-setting apps, all of these are helpful. But before you dive into any of them, first ask yourself, what am I truly pouring into my life each day? Do my daily actions nourish me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or are they slowly draining me? You don't have to be perfect at time management. No one is. You don't have to do it all. But you can start with one simple thing. Make conscious choices about how you spend your hours. Maybe you decide to take a 20-minute morning walk instead of hitting snooze. Maybe you silence notifications for an hour to read a book. Maybe you delay replying to a non-urgent message so you can finish something important. These aren't strict rules. They are acts of self-kindness. Every small choice you make will slowly shape the rhythm of your days. And over time, that rhythm, if made with care and intention, will lead you closer to the life you truly want to live. Your time jar will fill up regardless, whether you pay attention or not, so why not choose to fill it with things that matter? Start today, not with a major overhaul, just one mindful action, one quiet, deliberate decision. And slowly, gently, you'll begin to see that when you treat time with care, it stops slipping through your fingers and starts walking beside you as your most loyal companion on the journey of becoming. The most important things in life will never appear on your to-do list. We live in a world of lists. To-do lists, goal lists, meeting schedules, shopping lists, daily checklists, then weekly, monthly, even yearly plans. But amidst all those bullet points, have you ever paused to wonder, what if the most important things in your life never actually make it onto any of those lists? You don't write on your planner, today, hug mom a little longer, or tonight, sit beside your child in silence and just be present. You don't schedule a reminder that says, call an old friend just because you missed them, or spend 10 minutes quietly reflecting on your own thoughts and emotions. And yet, it's these things, subtle, quiet, and often invisible, that form the soul of our time. They are the moments that, if left unguarded, can slip away, leaving behind a void that no amount of accomplished tasks can ever truly fill. You may have experienced days when you completed every single task, checked off all the boxes, and still went to bed feeling empty. That's because you tended to your work, but not to your life. You checked items off a list, but you didn't touch the things that give your days depth, warmth, and meaning. Time isn't just about dividing hours into neatly packed slots. Time is the energy you pour into each moment. You might spend 3 minutes replying to a work email and forget it instantly, but spend 3 minutes holding a loved one in a quiet embrace on a Sunday afternoon, and that moment might stay with you for a lifetime. So true time management isn't just about creating better lists. It's about recognizing the things that never get written down, but always live quietly in your heart, and giving them the priority they deserve. You don't need to be rigid or obsessed with productivity. What you need is the clarity to know what's worth reserving space for in your precious hours, and to protect that space gently but firmly. Learn to listen to your heart schedule. It won't chime like a calendar notification. It won't flash red like an urgent email. But it whispers, always, spend time on what truly matters. It's that quiet afternoon with a cup of tea where your mind is finally allowed to rest. It's choosing to leave work on time to have dinner with your family. It's writing a few handwritten lines to a friend you haven't seen in years, simply to say, I was thinking of you. These things may not appear in your productivity planner, but they are the roots that keep you grounded in a fast-moving world. Time management is not about strict control. It is the courage to make time for things you'll never regret. There will be days when you feel like you haven't done much. But if on that day you said, thank you sincerely, or listened deeply to someone in need, or simply sat beside a loved one without distraction, then you didn't just manage your time, you honored your life. Time doesn't ask how many tasks you completed. It quietly observes how deeply you lived through each passing hour. And in the end, what matters most is not how many things you've accomplished, but how many of those things carried a soul within them. No one takes your time away. You just let it slip without realizing it. There are days when you feel truly busy. So busy you don't have time for a proper lunch, can't make a quick call to your family, can't spare half an hour to rest or read a single page. You rush from one task to another like a whirlwind, and when the evening ends, you barely have the energy to ask yourself, what did I actually do today? And then, time keeps passing. Months go by, years arrive, but your life feels the same. Not worse, but not better either. You're not living badly, but you haven't truly lived. We often complain that others take away our time. Our boss assigns more tasks, our family asks for help, our friends invite us out. Social media keeps pulling our attention. But the truth is, no one can truly steal your time unless you allow it. Every minute that passes is a choice, and most of us don't lose our time because we're forced to. It's because we're not fully aware of what we're choosing. You choose to scroll endlessly instead of taking 10 minutes to plan tomorrow. You choose to complain instead of using that energy to resolve something. You choose to stay busy with non-essential tasks just because it feels familiar. The truth is, we don't lack time. We lack mindfulness. Mindfulness to know what we're doing and why. Mindfulness to realize that life doesn't automatically move us forward. It flows, day by day, in the direction we silently allow. A mindful person will know what truly deserves their attention today, even if it's small. When to stop and rest to renew their energy. Which conversations are worth continuing, and which ones should gently close. And most importantly, to live for growth, not just for completion. You don't have to try to control time. What you need is to pause and consciously look at how you're spending your hours. Then you'll see, each hour in your day isn't an enemy draining you. It's an opportunity, a moment where you can live with more clarity, more presence, and more connection to what truly matters. Time itself is neutral. It doesn't favor the rich or the poor, the strong or the weak. But how you use your time reveals who you are and what you're truly moving toward in this life. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize it's not that time moved too fast. It's that you finally learned how to be present with yourself in each passing moment. Everyone is building a house with time. The difference is, some build to last, others just patch it up. Time isn't just sand slipping through an hourglass. It is each brick you lay down day after day. Every hour, every minute, every choice you make becomes part of an invisible but deeply real construction, the life you're building. You might be doing a lot each day, yet still feel like you're not moving forward. You might stay busy all week, yet feel hollow inside. That's what happens when you're building your house with time. but without a blueprint. Most of us rarely stop to ask ourselves, what am I actually building here? Is the work I do today laying down a brick for the life I truly want to live? Or am I just patching things together, fixing as I go, solving short-term problems without ever really shaping a long-term vision? Time never betrays anyone. It simply reflects, with complete honesty, how we've used it. A wise person isn't the one who runs faster than everyone else. They are the one who knows exactly what they're building and who uses their time intentionally, with clarity, care, and depth. They don't rush to place bricks just to feel busy. They lay each one with purpose, because they know that building a home for the soul requires more patience than building with concrete and steel. Take a moment and look at your day. Ask yourself, what brick did I lay today for my long-term dream? Am I building the foundation for the career I want, or just erecting temporary walls to deal with immediate stress? Am I giving time to the values I truly believe in? If your answer is, I'm not sure, don't blame yourself, because most of us have lived reactively, swept along by routines, deadlines, and expectations before we ever learn how to live with true intention. What matters now isn't what you built wrong yesterday. It's about how, starting today, you can begin adjusting each brick, one at a time. By finally scheduling the class you've been postponing. By spending 30 minutes each evening reviewing your real goals. By letting go of the meetings and interactions that no longer nourish you. No one builds a lasting home overnight, but everyone can start rebuilding right now with the time they already have. Because in the end, you'll have to live inside the house you build from your time. And the real question isn't, do I have enough time? It's, am I using my time to build a life I actually want to live? Mastering time is mastering your own life. After all the methods, techniques, and realizations, we arrive at one simple truth. Time isn't something to be managed. It's something to live with, mindfully, deeply, and responsibly. You don't need to be someone who does everything. You just need to be someone who clearly knows what truly matters and who gives time to those things without hesitation or regret. Time is the most honest mirror of your values. It doesn't lie. It doesn't favor anyone. It doesn't offer identical second chances. It simply moves quietly, steadily, and reflects the outcomes of our daily choices. If you spend every day chasing what others expect of you, then your life will slowly become something others have shaped. But if you're brave enough to pause, to define what's truly worth nurturing, then you'll not only reclaim your time, you'll begin to shape your own destiny. Because in the end, life isn't measured by how many tasks you completed, but by the quality of the hours you lived, with presence, clarity, and honesty toward yourself. And if you've read this far, take it as a gentle sign to begin again. Not tomorrow, not perfectly, just begin today with one small action. Pause for 5 minutes and write down 3 things you truly want each day. Cancel one meaningless meeting and spend that time with someone you love. Turn off your phone for an hour and return fully to the space you're in. That's how you reclaim time. And in doing so, you reclaim yourself. If this message has touched something in you, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so we can continue to grow together and share more grounded, mindful lessons for everyday life. Because life is short, but when lived with intention, every hour becomes a quiet miracle.